Right, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but last night on the Top of the Pops repeats, they played two songs that reminded me of like the kind of immediate post-Britpop period, when I thought, well, there is a little bit of hope for music after Britpop, which I've said before I wasn't a massive fan of. And one of them was Beetle Bum by Blur, which is a fantastic record. I don't mind Blur, but I could never get into that park life, Great Escape, dancing around Welk stalls, Mockney kind of vibe that they had going on for a while. And the other record was by the self-titled Blur album from 1997 is great. That is a great album. And the other one was Nancy Boy by Placebo, which again is a great single, and I did buy that on a CD single when they were a thing. But this lot, Mansun, caught my ear in about 1996 when they released a song called Stripper Vicar. And it was like music that was kind of in my language. Like there's a line in it about dobbing someone in, and that's the kind of thing we say, oh, you're going to dob him in. And there was a clever bit of wordplay there about, you know, there's the vicar who likes getting dressed as a woman in ladies' underwear and stuff. And this album really, it's got a bit of ambition to it. I mean, it starts off with, let's flip it over and have a look. The Chad Who Loved Me, or Chad is the name of their guitarist, but I think it's called that because the intro is very John Barry, James Bond. It's all strings, a bit like on Her Majesty's Secret Service kind of thing. I mean, Tax Loss is just a fantastic... They released that as a single, and it's got the line, Tax Loss Lover from Liverpool. So it's like pop culture references for people of kind of my age, I suppose. Wide Open Space is the kind of thing that you would hear on... You do hear it all the time on Homes Under the Hammer when somebody's bought a big place. You know, their literal incidental music that they put on there. Wide Open Space used to get used quite a bit. The aforementioned Stripper Vicar, which is a great song, and it was a great single. They used to release EPs, and because I think around this time it was when music magazines were giving away free cassettes and CDs, and they would quite often have B-sides on there. One of which I heard was called Ski Jump Nose, and another one which had a really decent punning title. If you can remember the All Whites advert, I think it was called, I can never get the words in the right order. I think it was called Lemonade Secret Thinker, or Secret Lemonade Thinker, or something like. But it was along those lines, you know, the old All Whites advert. I mean, She Makes My Nose Bleed. What a fantastic title for a song that is. And there's also like this keeps, as you can see, the last track's called Dark Mavis. We keep referring to this woman called Mavis, who is supposed to be sexy. Well, I don't think I've ever met a sexy Mavis. I've met a few Mavises, but never a sexy one. And I think that's kind of like I have this thing that there's only one sexy Gladys, and that's Gladys Knight. You think of any other Gladys, there isn't a sexy one. But yeah, this is I really like this album. I mean, it's like I say, I wasn't into Britpop at all, and this was like coming out of that Britpop period, and more albums should have been made like this, but instead we got like the Stereophonics and those kind of watered down Britpop acts, Stereophonics, Coldplay, Travis, that sort of thing, and a few make weights like the Supernaturals. But the breadth of ambition here is amazing for what is. It's a rock album. I think it might have. Did it get on one of the album charts? Can't remember. It was certainly nominated for the Mercury Prize, but it was up again. I can't remember what won it in 97 or 98 or whenever that Mercury Prize year was. But I think it was up against OK Computer by Radiohead, and I think that might have won it. So, you know, that's a masterpiece. So if you're going up against that, there's no shame in not winning the Mercury Prize, even if you got nominated for it. But yeah, this is I absolutely love this album.